What's up guys, it's JohnReavesLive, and today we're going to be talking about the news that we just got from PlayStation. Now, we knew that they were going to be doing something with their PlayStation Plus, PlayStation Now, and remodeling that to structure it somewhat to compete against Xbox's Game Pass. But what we didn't know was some of these details. Let's get into it. Boom! It says PlayStation officially announced all new PlayStation Plus subscription with multiple tiers and retro games. Retro games being the thing that I'm the most freaking excited about. Sony has finally revealed its Xbox Game Pass competitor, an all-new PlayStation Plus that brings together the existing PS Plus and PS Now into a 3-tier subscription service that includes up to 700 games and access to retro games to top tier. It will open for some markets in June and roll out worldwide regionally after that. After months of reports and even longer being speculated about, Sony finally reveals the new service today. It consists of 3 tiers: PlayStation Plus Essential, PlayStation Plus Extra, and PlayStation Plus Premium. As a part of the move, PlayStation Now will be closed down, with the members migrated to the Premium tier with no change to price at launch, which I don't know if that means that they're going to be jacking the prices up later, but apparently at launch, if you have PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus, you will not be paying anymore. Seems like they're going to be lumping those two together into one thing, and I'm glad that we're automatically going to get lumped into the Premium tier. That's where all the good stuff is. At its top tier, PlayStation Plus will offer more than 700 games for streaming or downloading, including streaming on PC, which is pretty huge. I know a lot of people that have changed over and they are just PC players now. This is going to be really intriguing to them. In fact, my co-host Chris actually just said that he had just canceled his PlayStation Plus, and this might get him back into it. The library will be regularly refreshed. PS3 games will be available as streaming-only titles, while PS1, PS2, and PSP games will come with a downloadable or streaming option. Sony has made it clear, at least for now, that first-party exclusives will not be launched into the service for any tier, unlike Xbox Game Pass, which I will say, Game Pass does that, and they do it amazingly. Like whenever they did Outriders, I didn't know that was a day one exclusive. I probably should have looked into that more, but I bought it for my PlayStation, and then boom, here it is on Outriders, freaking Game Pass day one for free. I just wasted freaking $70 on that game. The service will launch with titles like Death Stranding, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, Mortal Kombat 11, and Returnal. Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan told Games Industry there is a diverse lineup to come. Whether it's indies, whether it's big games, or things to celebrate our heritage, Final Fantasy, all sorts of games. We're gonna have it, and hopefully a lineup that will tick all sorts of boxes. So honestly, that sounds to me like they're going to be pulling a lot of older games. I mean, like, we could definitely have stuff like PSP games is really one thing that's got me excited. We could have Crisis Core from Final Fantasy VII. We could have Dirge of Cerberus from Final Fantasy VII. Valkyrie Chronicles. There were a lot of really good games for the PSP that came out that I would love to see. And honestly, some PS1 games that we haven't seen in a long time. We've had talks about, like Parasite Eve would be awesome. Parasite Eve 2 would be cool. Soul Reaper would be freaking awesome. There's a lot of really good PS1 and PS2 games that we haven't even been able to touch on. The different tiers are actually going to be described as these: PlayStation Plus Essential. Essential is the same as PlayStation Plus service that currently exists. There's no changes to the current price. It includes 2 monthly downloadable games, discounts, saved game storage, and access to online multiplayer for most games. PlayStation Plus Extra, very unique name. The extra tier includes all essential benefits and adds a catalog of around 400 PS4 and PS5 games that can be downloaded at any time while you're a member. It includes first-party and third-party games, but no new exclusives will launch with the service. It's going to cost about $14.99 a month. PlayStation Plus tier, which what I'm assuming is what if you have PlayStation Now and PlayStation Plus, this is what you're going to actually be lumped into now. Premium includes all the essential and extra benefits and adds 340 extra games to the catalog, including PS1, PS2, and PSP games for streaming and downloading. PS3 games will also be available, but only to stream. Streaming can be carried out on the PS4, PS5, and freaking PC, which again, that's going to be a huge draw for any PC gamers out there. Premium members will also receive a time-limited trial of some games. That's where I'm thinking a lot of like the longer demos that we'll get for newer games. That's probably where that's going to end up coming into play. It's going to cost you about $17.99 a month in the US. But guys, that's about it for that. Honestly, I'm really excited about this move from PlayStation. This opens up the door for a lot of different things, not just for this PlayStation Plus freaking premium that they've got going on, the triple P that we have in a sense going on here. Not just for that and the games that are included in that, but also it gives me hope that maybe on the PlayStation Network we can get PS1 games, PS2 games, PSP games, and just the entire library. Open the whole freaking library to us so we can play it, man. There's no reason that in 2022 we do not have a complete backlog of games that have came out on older generation consoles that we can play on this newer one. Please, PlayStation, if you're listening, allow us to play these older games. I literally just had to buy Crisis Core on PSP. Whoop-how! I just spent $40 on this game alone, and then I had to buy a freaking $100 PSP on top of that to play it. $140 to play an old game that literally shouldn't cost us but $9 on the market. So I'm stoked because there's a possibility now that we'll be able to play a lot of the games I grew up playing, and there's nothing that's off limits now. PlayStation, anything's possible. Let's make this happen, make my dreams come true. PlayStation Plus, I am giving this move for you guys right now a solid 9 out of 10. And if you guys want it to be a 10 out of 10, add every game you've ever done on PlayStation 1, 2, 3, PSP, backlog the whole thing and put it all on the freaking store and let us buy it. You will make an insane amount of money this year if you do that. As always, guys, please like this video, subscribe, share it around with your friends, tell your people at PlayStation I'm coming for them. Love you guys, and I will catch y'all later. Toodles!